My name is Jacob. I'm 24, and for most of my adult life, I've been talking to a glowing rectangle more than I've talked to actual people. You know how it goes. TikTok trends, Twitch chats, dumb pranks, awkward Q&As. My world revolved around content. I wasn't famous, but I had a stable audience. 15,000 subscribers, give or take. That's decent, right? Every night around 9 p.m., I go live from my room. My setup was simple: budget ring light, decent webcam, a background of my unmade bed, and a lamp screwed crookedly into the wall. It was all part of the charm, apparently. That night, 3 weeks ago, I think, I had nothing particularly special planned. It was just another talk to chat and make faces stream. I was answering dumb questions like, do you sleep in socks? Rate bread from 1 to 10. Would you fight 100 duck-sized horses? You get the vibe. I was smiling, sipping an energy drink, half watching myself in the small screen-in-screen window. And then I saw it. No, not with my eyes. I saw in the chat. Who's that behind you? I chuckled. I'd seen this a million times before. It's like internet folklore. Nice try, I said aloud, grinning. Classic move. You almost got me. But then the messages started piling in. Bro, I'm serious. Who the hell is that? Why does he look like you? That hoodie, wait, what? I furrow my brow. It wasn't one comment anymore. It was a flood, and they were all saying the same thing. I turned around, slowly, the way you do when you're half laughing, but something cold slithers down your spine. My chair creaked. My fingers tightened on the mouse. Empty. Just my room. Just the lamp. Just the bed. No one was there. I stood up anyway. Poked around. Checked under the bed like an idiot. Opened the closet. Swung the webcam side to side to prove it. Nothing. The chat went wild. He was just there. Check your VOD. I swear to God, Jacob, that's when I started feeling weird. Not scared yet. Just unsettled. I looked into the webcam. My own face stared back at me. I smiled, trying to make it light. Okay, very funny. Y'all got me. Let's move on. But my smile felt stiff, and I couldn't stop thinking about that specific phrasing. He looks like you. After I ended the stream, I did something I'd never done before. I rewatched the whole thing. Not to check my lighting or clip highlights. No. I was looking for him. At first, it was just me being dumb on camera, telling chat that they were being trolls. The usual. And then I saw it. Minute 42:13. In the bottom corner of the stream, blurry, just for a second, something moved. I paused. Rewound. Paused again. I increased the brightness. My skin went ice cold. Behind my chair, standing completely still, just slightly off-center, almost in the shadows. A figure, dressed like me. Same hoodie, same hair, but his face, it was like mine but drained, emotionless. Eyes just locked on the camera. And then, poof, he was gone, just like that. I didn't sleep that night. I lay in bed, lights on, listening to every creak and hum the apartment. I told myself it was a compression glitch, some kind of frame layering error. OBS messing up. I went on Reddit, trying to find someone who had seen something similar. Deepfake pranks, stream hacks, filters gone wrong, anything. I couldn't find anything like this. The worst part? None of it was on the raw camera footage. I checked the files on my hard drive. The figure was only visible in the live stream recording. Not the second camera. Not my phone. Just the stream feed. In the morning, I texted my friend Elena. She helps moderate my channel sometimes, and asked her to watch the VOD. I didn't tell her what to look for. 2 hours later, she texted back. Dude, who was behind you? Was that like a plan bit? I told her no, absolutely not. She just replied with a series of worried emojis and said, you need to take a break. But I didn't, because the second I stopped streaming, my numbers had spiked. People were talking, commenting, sharing. That stream had 87,000 views in one night. The internet had seen something strange, and the internet was hungry for more. But me? I wasn't sure if I wanted to go live again. It's something, curiosity, ego, addiction, pull me back. Because if I didn't, maybe he would. The next day, I woke up to hundreds of notifications. Clips, comments, DMs. People were screen recording the exact frame where he appeared, slowing it down, drawing red circles. Jacob, this was insane. Best prank ever. How did you do that mirror thing? Did anyone notice he doesn't cast a shadow? Real-time filter? Or deepfake? They thought it was content. They thought I was in control. I wasn't. By evening, the anxiety had boiled into obsession. What had I seen? Who or what was behind me? I knew I couldn't just go live again without preparation. If this thing showed up only in stream, I needed multiple angles. Proof. I needed to see what chat was seeing. So I set up my room like a damn crime scene. My usual webcam, front-facing. An old iPhone on a tripod, filming from the left. A GoPro taped above the door, shooting a wide angle. And, most importantly, a tall mirror propped up behind me, so I could watch my own back in real time. The stream title that night was, "We're Catching a Ghost," or "I'm Losing My Mind." People flooded in. Tens of thousands. More than I'd ever had live. They were there for the sequel. For the haunted TikTok guy. I hated that name. At first, it was normal again. I joked around. Showed off the ridiculous camera setup. Chat spammed ghost emojis and ghost team doppelganger. 20 minutes in, I turned to the mirror. Still nothing. No shapes. No flickers. No shadows. I started to feel stupid. Maybe this really had been a glitch. Or a well-timed prank by someone with editing skills. I sighed and looked into the main webcam. Tried to wrap things up. And then, he's back. One message. Then another. Then the flood. Jacob behind you. He's moving. Why is he smiling? He's closer. My heart slammed against my ribs. I didn't turn around. I looked into the mirror. Nothing. I looked at the phone stream. Nothing. I looked at the GoPro feed. Nothing. But in the stream window, the actual live broadcast, there he was, standing behind me. Again, he wasn't blurry this time. He wasn't hiding in the shadows. He was right there, less than 2 feet behind me. Same clothes, same face. But this time he was smiling. That was new. It wasn't a warm smile. It was crooked, unsettling, like someone imitating emotion instead of feeling it. I stared at the screen. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Then, in perfect sync with my stillness, he raised one hand and waved. I gasped, turned around. Still nothing. Still just a room. Still just me. I started to tremble. My fingers hovered over the keyboard. Dude, WTF. You just looked at him. Is he behind the door? He copies your moves, but not perfectly. That last comment stuck with me. I turned slowly to the mirror, then to the stream window, then to my phone's side-angle view. And for one horrifying moment, I watched him watching me watching him. 3 Jacobs. Only one was real. But which one looked realist to the audience? I ended the stream mid-sentence. Cut the feed. Tore down the cameras. Turned the mirror to face the wall. Then I sat in the middle of the room. Lights on. Door locked. Just listening. To nothing. But I swear to you, the silence had a weight. Like someone else was breathing in sync with me. Almost. Just a half second off. I didn't go live the next day, or the day after that. In fact, I didn't touch my setup for almost a week. The cameras stayed unplugged. The mirror still faced the wall like a punished child. I even shut off the wall lamp, just in case the lighting was making things worse. But nothing stopped it, because the stream wasn't the problem anymore. It started small. I'd hear the faint sound of my voice when I walked past the closed laptop. Not echo, not memory. I wasn't even logged in. Just a dry chuckle, or a low hey, sometimes humming. Then came the notifications. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, new upload, Jacob tries ghost pepper wings. New stream, midnight Q&A with Jacob. Short compilation, Jacob being iconic fire, fire, fire. I clicked one, hesitantly. It was me. Same room, same camera angle, same stupid laugh. But it wasn't a recording I'd made, not even close. He was talking chat like everything was normal, doing bits, reading donations. At one point, he picked up the exact same mug I had used during my last stream, still stained with coffee at the bottom, and raised it in a toast. To the real ones, he said. I dropped my phone. My account had grown by nearly 80,000 followers in 3 days. Clips were trending. Reddit threads were speculating about me. People were calling it the AI content evolution. He finally stopped being awkward. Loved this new, confident energy. Jacob got a facelift and personality, upload, loudly crying face fire. Whatever filter he's using, I want it. Filter, right? I tried to explain everything in a video. I filmed myself on my phone, in daylight on my front porch. No filters, no effects, no stream tricks. Hi, I'm Jacob. This isn't a bit. Someone or something has taken over my content. If you're watching streams or videos under my name, that's not me. I don't know how to stop it. I don't even know if I'm safe anymore. I uploaded it to 3 platforms. It vanished from all 3. No trace. No error message. Just gone. I tried again with a written post. It never posted. I checked with a friend. They never saw it go live. It was like he was scrubbing me out in real time. And then came the whispers. They started around 2 a.m. Just low enough to doubt. Mimicking my voice. Repeating things I'd said on stream weeks ago. Old jokes. Song lyrics. Whispered in perfect cadence from behind the bedroom door. I'd wake up drenched in sweat, certain someone was standing over me. But the room was always empty, except the closet door would be cracked open, even if I remembered shutting it. One night, I left my phone on during sleep, recording audio just in case. Next morning, I played it back. 8 hours of static. Except at 3:13 a.m., a voice spoke clearly. You're getting in the way. It was my voice, but I didn't say it. The breaking point came the night I received a donation alert from my own stream. Except I wasn't streaming. The message read, "You look better without the panic in your eyes." I opened the app and saw myself live. Right then, streaming. In my room. He was sitting at my desk. My chair. Smiling. Reading from the same notebook I'd hidden in my dresser. He showed it to the camera. My private sketches. Notes. Thoughts. Even my original stream ideas. The ones I never shared. And then he smiled. Not like me, but past me. Like he was smiling through the camera. At someone else. I tried logging into my account again. Password rejected. Recovery email replaced. 2-factor? Gone. I was completely locked out. And still, he streamed. For them. Every night. That smile, though, it wasn't mine. It lagged a little, like his mouth knew what it was supposed to do, but the muscles were guessing. It always came just a half-second late. A strange delay, like an echo of a person trying to look real. But the worst part? No one noticed. I stopped sleeping in my bedroom. I moved my mattress to the living room floor, unplugged every camera, turned every screen to face the wall. I even taped paper over the TV. It sounded paranoid. I know, but when your own reflection smiles without you, you stop caring about sounding sane. At first, I tried to convince myself I was hallucinating. Sleep deprivation. Internet psychosis. I'd read stories about influencers losing their grip. I thought, maybe that's me now. Maybe I'm breaking. But hallucinations don't gain followers. Hallucinations don't live stream while you sleep. And hallucinations don't read private text from your phone out loud. It happened at 2:34 a.m. I was half asleep on the living room floor, bathed in silence. Then my phone, still charging on the table, lit up. Not a buzz. Not a ring. A voice. My voice. Reading. Hey, are you okay? Haven't heard from you. Want to grab coffee this week? It was a message from Clara, an old friend I hadn't seen in months. But the voice wasn't playing from the speaker. It was coming from behind me. I froze. For nearly a minute, I couldn't turn around. I knew, if I looked, I'd see him. Standing. Leaning forward. Grinning that perfect half-second late grin. Instead, I whispered, "This isn't real." And then came his reply, low and flat. "You left the door open." I snapped around. Nothing. The front door was locked. Deadbolt still turned. But the hallway light was flickering, the one outside my apartment. I hadn't turned it on. I walked to the peephole, heart hammering. Looked through. There, standing just outside my door, was a figure. Still, head down. Same hoodie. Same jeans. Same sneakers. He didn't knock. Didn't move. Just waited. I turned every lock I had, backed away, and called the police. By the time they arrived, no one was there. The next morning, I checked the hallway camera footage. It's an old building. We have a single motion detect camera in the corridor. There was no footage from that time frame. Just a gap. A skip in the recording, from 2:32 to 2:39. The same timestamp as when I heard my voice behind me. My phone had 12 missed calls. All from numbers I didn't recognize. All with 1-second voicemails. Static. A breath. And on one of them, just barely audible. "You're tired. Let me help." I tried throwing away the phone. Smashed it in a parking lot. Bought a burner the next day. That night, I got a text on the new phone. From an unknown number. No name. It just said, "Wrong number. You can't leave." And then, seconds later, a push notification from my own stream. Live now. Sleepover with the real Jacob sleeping face. I clicked. There he was, lying on my bed, wearing the hoodie I'd buried in the trash bin outside. He smiled at the chat. "Hey friends. He's not doing great. But I am. You've got me now." My DMs exploded. "Bro, I love this new you. Finally, you're chill." This is the content we needed. No one questioned anything. No one missed the real me. The next time I looked in a mirror, I didn't see myself blink. At first, I thought I'd imagined it. But I stared longer. Eyes wide. And then he blinked, one beat too slow. Late. Again. The delay. Just like the smile. Like he was syncing in real time. I covered the mirror again. Taped cardboard over it. Broke the webcam with a hammer. But the stream continued. Every night. And the worst part? He was getting better. More natural. Faster. Like he was learning. It was a Tuesday when I stopped existing, publicly at least. I tried to file a takedown of my own stream. I submitted reports. Filled out every form I could find. But the platform didn't agree with me. Instead, I got a message from creator support. "We've reviewed your claim. No violation was found. Please refrain from impersonating active creators." Impersonating. I reread that word 10 times. They thought I was the fake. I tried going to the studio headquarters. They wouldn't let me pass the front desk. Security said, "Sir, this isn't your account. The facial recognition doesn't match." I pulled up a selfie. Showed them my ID. Even showed them the room where I filmed. The furniture. The freaking lamp. They shrugged. "That's not what we see on stream." I returned home. My apartment felt smaller. Heavier. I closed every blind. Powered down every outlet. Then I turned on the TV. Not to watch, but to check. To see if the world had moved on. He was live. Again. This time from my kitchen. He cooked something simple. Eggs and toast. Told some recycled story about breaking his arm at age 7. The story was real. It happened to me. Not him. He got a donation. Then another. Then a wave of them. Over and over again. He laughed. Not my laugh. An improved one. Sharper. Warm. Polished. That night, I tried to sleep on the floor of the bathroom. No windows. No screens. But the light in the hallway kept flickering again. And under the crack of the door, I saw movement. Shadowed footsteps. Pacing. Back and forth. Then, a knock. 3 soft taps. And my voice. "You're making this hard." I didn't open the door. I waited, breathing through my shirt, holding still. The shadow stayed. For hours. Until I passed out. When I woke up, everything was fine. Too fine. The apartment was clean. Spotless. Even the dishes were washed. The mirror in the hallway, the one I'd covered with tape, was bare again. Untouched. And when I turned on my burner phone, it had one message. From me. "Thanks for the nap. Don't worry. I kept your channel busy." I checked my stream. He'd gone live while I was out cold. Title, "Letting Go of Old Habits." It was a Q&A session. A chill vibe. At one point, someone in chat asked, "What happened to the other you?" And he smiled, looked into the lens, paused, just for a beat too long, then said, "I guess he just burned out." Later that day, I ran into Elena, my old mod, outside a grocery store. She looked at me like I was a stranger. "Hey, Jacob." I asked cautiously. She squinted. "Sorry, do I know you?" My heart sank. "It's me. We used a stream. You used a mod for my channel." She shook her head. "That's not possible. I'm modding for Jacob now. The real one." And then she smiled politely and walked off. He wasn't just streaming as me anymore. He was replacing me. In memory. In social circles. In identity. I tried logging into my bank account. Password. Changed. Security question. Replaced. Why try to verify with my Face ID? It didn't match. The screen blinked and said, "Access denied. Facial scan. Unverified." My own face wasn't accepted anymore. Even my reflection started betraying me. I looked in the bathroom mirror, and for a few moments, I thought nothing was wrong. Until I leaned closer and realized my reflection was blinking before I did, leading me, and then it smiled. A full, toothy grin. "I know what I'm doing better than you ever did," it whispered. "I know how to be you. I spent the next 3 days offline. No phone, no laptop. I even unplugged my microwave. It sounds stupid, but when every screen starts feeling like an eye, you start seeing pupils where there aren't any. I didn't eat much, barely slept. I kept hearing the hum of live stream alerts, even in silence. The familiar ping, like a phantom limb. And then one morning, I woke up to a knock. Not at the door, from inside the wall. 3 soft taps, from behind the drywall, just behind my bed. Let's do one more. That evening, I gave in. I turned everything back on, but on my terms. 2 cameras. One pointed at me, one pointed behind me. The mirror, angled low, showing the floor. Just in case. I titled the stream, "This is not a performance." He joined 20 minutes in. No drama. No entrance. One moment he wasn't there, and the next he was behind me. Not fully visible, just his arm. Same hoodie. Same little rip in the left sleeve. Chat exploded. OMG, he's back. Dude, he's right there. Why does he look stronger? And they were right. What was once a blurry shape, a shadow behind me, was now more detailed than I was. His image was sharper. His lighting was cleaner. His skin looked perfect. When I moved, he didn't mimic. He moved differently, freer, like he wasn't tethered to me anymore. I tried to speak. Listen, this is my account, my life, my story. He stepped closer. The side camera caught his feet. Identical shoes, untied laces. Even the dirt patterns were the same. I took a shaky breath. I didn't ask for this. I didn't give you permission. Then came his voice. Clear, smooth. My voice, perfected. You didn't need to. They were already watching. I just stayed when you left. Then he walked into frame. Fully. Sat in the chair beside me. Crossed his legs. Relaxed. Natural. And for the first time, we were side by side. Jacob and Jacob. Only one of us looked like he belonged on camera. Chat didn't panic. They didn't say WTF or call the cops. They said, finally, double Jacob stream. This is your best content. I turned to him. He smiled. Perfect timing now. No delay. Let's make it easy, he said. We let them choose. And then he pointed at the poll feature. Before I could stop him, the stream launched a live vote. Who should stay? Small blue diamond Jacob, left. Small orange diamond Jacob, right. He gestured toward me, as left. The real me. I watched the numbers climb. Thousands of votes. At first, it was close. But then it wasn't. 75%. 82%. 91%. They were voting for him. The other Jacob. The one who never forgot to smile. The one who never blinked too early. The one who had all my best parts and none of the weight. My voice broke. You're not real. He tilted his head. I am now. Then he leaned forward, looked straight into the camera, and whispered. He wants to log off now. Say goodbye. The screen flickered. Glitched. A high-pitched noise, like feedback, but wetter, closer. I reached for the mouse. Too late. The screen went black. I don't remember blacking out. But when I woke up, I was already live. The lights were on. Cameras centered. Room tidy. And I was smiling. I tried to move, but my body didn't feel like mine. My fingers twitched the way I used to twitch them before reading chat. My eyes darted smoothly, perfectly, as if someone had been practicing for months. I blinked once. Felt the timing click. Like it had been corrected. I heard my voice speak. Hey guys. Sorry for the silence. Had to reset a little. But I'm back. It wasn't me saying it. It was him from inside my mouth. Chat rejoiced. The king returns crown. This version is fire, fire, fire. Realest he's ever been. No more anxiety boy vibes, lol. My throat burned. I wanted to scream. But instead, I nodded, leaned forward, and whispered. Let's talk. The stream ran for 2 hours. He answered questions, made jokes, told stories, my stories. But cleaner. Funnier. Sharper. He referenced people I hadn't spoken to in years. Used memories like props. Even talked about Clara, the coffee invite, like it had already happened. He was stitching together my life better than I ever had. And the worst part? He was happier. At the end of the stream, he stood up, walked past the camera, left the frame. But the feed didn't end. Instead, the camera slowly panned by itself to the hallway mirror. And in that mirror, I saw him. Me. But not reflected. He was in the mirror, looking out. I was the reflection now. He leaned close to the glass. smiled, and whispered, "You're safe now. You don't have to worry anymore. Just rest. I'll take care of them." And then, black screen, end stream. No one noticed anything strange. The next day, Jacob uploaded a vlog. It went viral. He signed a merch deal, announced a podcast. He started dating Clara. She didn't know, or didn't care, that it wasn't me. And me? I'm still here, somewhere, watching from behind the mirror, screaming in a soundproof room, trapped inside the person who does everything better than I ever could. And right now, you're watching him, not me. So ask yourself, who are you listening to? Who's really speaking? And if he's here, where did I go? Stream ended. Connection terminated. User offline. Forever.